Hello. I've not been doing as many videos as I should have been doing. I'm going to try and do more now. But I thought to kick the ball off with a sort of new resolution. I wanted to talk about Caroline Nokes. Now, you may not know who she is. She's a Conservative MP for a place called Romsey and Southampton North. That becomes relevant in a few minutes. And I think she's basically done a sort of Me Too moment. And I think what is important is I don't think this is about destruction. I think this is about construction. I think when I think about what she's done, I think she's building bridges for other people to stand up against people in power. Now, at the last election, I spent the last election with Boris Johnson's father and with his sister and with one or two other people, including, what's his name, Piers Corbyn, Jeremy Corbyn's brother. So I came across a lot of these people. I have come across a lot of these people over the course of the last few years. And as I say, at the last election, I was literally having tea with these people. Now, Caroline Nokes says that in 2003, Stanley Johnson smacked her on the bottom. And there's a journalist who works for the New Statesman who said that he did the same thing in 2019. She wanted to say to Caroline Nokes, you're not alone. This man has form. The line that Caroline Nokes came out with, she said that Stanley Johnson smacked me on the backside saying, "Oh, Romsey, you've got a lovely seat." He was referring to the fact that she was MP for Romsey and Southampton North. Cheap joke. It's unattractive behaviour. It's behaviour which really should have gone out years ago. But what I think is much more significant is the fact that today there's reports that Caroline Nokes has been the subject of being sent to Coventry and being gaslit for what she said, for speaking out. This is completely intolerable. Now, if you're not familiar with being gaslit, first of all, you need to look at the brilliant film with Angela Lansbury way back at the beginning of her career. I think it was actually her first film and she got an award for it. Just a stunning performance. Gaslighting is about trying to convince people or trying to confuse people about what is true and what is false. Constantly questioning their motives, constantly questioning reality. If it's happened to you, my God, I'm so sympathetic. It's an awful thing to happen. To be sent to Coventry? Yeah, I'm hugely sympathetic, if that's happened to you as well. Stanley Johnson said, "I have no recollection of Caroline Nokes." But there you go, he says. Good luck and thanks. I live in Rugby. It's not far from Coventry. But I know the power of the media and a people in power who might well be gaslighting or snubbing. I know the sort of thing that Caroline Nokes is talking about, and it is horrendous. It is difficult to protest and persist in this situation. If you talk about it, it sounds like paranoia. I understand. It's difficult to challenge, but nevertheless, I think she's right. She has to stand up for the truth in the face of this sort of adversity and this thuggish mentality by those people who are gaslighting her, by those people who have put her in Coventry, who are snubbing her. It simply suggests that these are people who should not be elected, who should not be representing us. These are people who should not be in the public eye, who should not be controlling the media and so on. We need people to control our public life who are building bridges, not who are putting up dams, not who are putting up walls, not who are holding people back, not who are silencing people. We need people who are giving other people a voice. I think Caroline Nokes speaks for many of us. But, you know, we must stand up for what is right. We must speak out no matter how much damage is done by other weaker individuals, but no matter what threats exist, we need to keep speaking out. And Caroline Nokes, you know, I think, as I said at the beginning, she's building bridges, and other silly people are hoping that they can destroy these bridges plank by perilous plank. They're ripping these things out, but in the end, those bridges will be created. You have to imagine this sort of wonderful rope bridge from mountain to mountain. They will survive, and they will be replaced in time by even better bridges. The destroyers are wrong. Right will prevail. This sort of treatment, this aggressive, nasty treatment, the sort of thing that you would get, you know, it's the sort of thing that we hear about in sort of a domestic abuse in general. It is abusive. Sending somebody to Coventry, snubbing somebody is abusive. This is abuse. It needs to be stamped out. It needs to be called out. Similarly, if you write to your MP or if you write to an MP, you should expect to get a response. You know, so I think we ought to be showing solidarity here. I think we ought to be showing solidarity for Caroline Nokes. One way or another, we should, you know, send out a signal that she is supported and she is loved, whatever her party, not even the opposition, her own party is doing to her. I don't think I've read a story recently that has filled me with such with such a feeling of abhorrence. But there we are. So please do follow my channel and ring the bell. Ring that bell. Go on. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.